Russia has repeatedly indicated prerequisites for a possible restart of the negotiation process. The key obstacle is the current state of affairs requiring the management of Russian-American relations. In addition, Washington needs to return to practical compliance with the fundamental principles of the CSTO, which includes the indivisibility of security, equality, and mutually beneficial interaction, i.e. recognition of the uninterrupted communication of strategic offensive and defensive weapons. As for the prospects of a new agreement to replace the CSTO, Russian approaches will be adjusted in accordance with the comprehensive analysis of the evolution of the situation in the sphere of international security and strategic stability. We proceed from the fact that the options proposed by the collective West are one-sided, are built with the obvious expectation of containing Russia, and the authors of such ideas are following the path of drawing the Kyiv regime into NATO's orbit in violation, I emphasize, of the neutral, non-aligned and non-nuclear status of Ukraine according to the Declaration of State Sovereignty of 1990. In addition, such a line violates the principle of indivisibility and security, and secures Kyiv's role as a strategic provocateur on Russia's borders and increases the risk of the alliance being drawn into an armed conflict with our country. In their essence, they're based on the rudiments of colonial thinking. So-called security guarantees that are discussed in Europe are certainly not such, since they lead to the degradation of strategic stability at the regional and global levels. It is necessary to understand that the provision of security guarantees is not a condition, but a result of a peaceful settlement based on the elimination of the root causes of the crisis in Ukraine, which, in turn, will guarantee the security of our country. Security guarantees must be based on achieving a common understanding that takes into account Russia's security interests, and not on the desire to turn Ukraine into some kind of animal. Once again, those are the words of Ursula von der Leyen, President of the European Commission. What did she call it? Steel. Who was it? In her words, steel porcupine. We strongly condemn these actions by the European countries and call on the international community to reject them. Such manipulations cannot involve any obligations for other states. The above letter by high-ranking representatives of the British, German, and French authorities to the Panamanian presidency of the UNSC, United Nations Security Council, is part of a long-running campaign they have been conducting to mislead other states in order to legitimize their claims to use the snapback mechanism in order to settle political scores with Tehran.